Girl discovered something strange in the living room. Her younger cousin seemed about to escape the cage. She turned and glanced at the kitchen. She then remembered how loud her cousin usually was. A terrifying thought suddenly came to mind. 5 minutes later, she quietly made her way to the second floor. Her cousin had already climbed to the edge of the pool, but as she watched her cousin about to fall into the water, a smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. In this moment of crisis, her aunt noticed the child just in time. Her uncle rushed over after hearing her call. She anxiously scolded the man for being irresponsible, but the uncle seemed very confused. He had clearly placed him in the baby cage. At that moment, no matter how much he tried to explain, the woman angrily took the child and left. But the man noticed something. There was a snack by the pool's edge. This only confused him more. In the uncle's memory, he had put the snack in the kitchen, and strangely, the door lock had also been deliberately opened. Later that evening, when the family was having dinner, as the adopted niece, Daisy was deeply loved by her aunt and uncle. But today, strange things kept happening. When her aunt left the table, Daisy intentionally asked about their relationship. Her uncle quickly said everything was fine, but such an obvious probe made the uncle start to have some doubts. The next day, Daisy went to school, but when she got off the bus, she saw a poster. Her aunt had said this was the new school her uncle found for her. Daisy immediately realized something was wrong. Had her uncle started to suspect her? Although she was very displeased, she still pretended to be happy. But the troubles didn't end there. In class, the teacher introduced a new student. But strangely, as soon as the new student sat at her desk, it seemed like there was a target on Daisy. The student kept her eyes locked on Daisy. This made Daisy very confused. Later, during dance class, because of her body condition, Daisy's movements were extremely stiff. The teacher asked her to switch out for a substitute. Sitting nearby, she was immediately annoyed. She still needed to compete for cheerleading captain. Was she really going to let this substitute ruin her plan? The more she thought about it, the more dissatisfied she became. When the dance class ended, she had to pretend to be happy while the substitute greeted others. This gave Daisy a new idea. The next day, she arrived at the substitute's house, looking at the poor little dog. Her gaze became incredibly determined. Then she led the dog into the forest, taking out the dagger she had stolen from home, and the cute little dog became her first victim. But she never expected that her uncle, while tidying up, would accidentally find the dagger. But it was clearly something he had kept for himself. He called Daisy over, using her academic success as an excuse. He said he had enrolled her in another school, one with a beautiful view, full of teachers, and the school even offered boarding. This made Daisy immediately unhappy. She tightly gripped the orange, but still pretended to be happy, and expressed her extreme gratitude. When she returned to her bedroom, she realized the dagger had been taken by her uncle. Clearly, things were getting complicated. Being powerless and furious was not her style. At the vanity table, Daisy quickly made a plan. That evening, she quietly went to the second floor, opened the sunshade curtains, and saw her uncle was fixing the car. Her gaze instantly froze. The next day, Daisy was cutting cucumbers when her uncle received a phone call while cooking. In a rush, he asked Daisy to watch the stove.